Hey everybody, you're watching a physio named Jonah. That's this guy. Oh man. I don't know about this one. It kind of just makes me sad. It just makes me sad. This past Sunday, week 10 of the 2022 NFL season, Cooper Kupp, wide receiver for the Los Angeles Rams, injured his ankle in their game against the Arizona Cardinals. My goal with today's video is that you understand what his injury was, as well as what we can expect from him moving forward. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button down below and click the bell so you are notified when I release new videos just like this one. I'm a physiotherapist who makes physiotherapy related videos, like sports injuries, so hey, maybe when one of your favorite NFL players gets injured, we can have a sad discussion about that. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so explaining my sadness a little bit, I am a huge fan of Cooper Kupp's. I've been hoping for him to get where he is now as one of the best receivers in the game since I drafted him as a rookie keeper in my fantasy league years ago in his rookie season. Also, my fiance Nicole is a Rams fan, so watching Kupp win Super Bowl MVP last year as her favorite team won a Super Bowl was really cool and really special for both of us. Essentially, we love Cooper Kupp in this household, so seeing him get injured this past weekend was just that much more painful. The injury happened on this play where Kupp goes up to try and high point an absolute horribly overthrown duck of a ball from a Rams QB not named Matthew Stafford. As he goes up to try and one-hand this pass that's about 25 feet in the air, the Cardinals defender rolls underneath of him and rolls up on his ankle, leaving Kupp in some very immediate pain. Kupp is a pretty darn tough player, so to see him react like this, you immediately know that something's wrong. The team was worried about a fractured fibula, but the x-rays came back negative and there was no fracture, which is great. However, that doesn't really matter all that much though when you have a really bad high ankle sprain. Honestly, bones are so whatever, man. Like if you injure a bone, it heals really well, you set it for a bit, boom, there it goes. Soft tissues are so much harder to heal. So if you're gonna hurt yourself, hurt a bone. Leave your soft tissues alone. Maybe don't take that as direct medical advice. I've talked about high ankle sprains before on this channel, but let's review what a high ankle sprain is. A high ankle sprain is an injury to the ligaments that are connecting the tibia and fibula or bones of the shin together. These ligaments sit on the bottom of the tibia and fibula right about there and get stretched out when the tibia and fibula are forced apart from one another. This generally happens when the foot is forced into an externally rotated position or rotated away from the middle because the talus or bone that sits in between the tibia and fibula rotates and pushes the bones apart from each other. We didn't get a great view of Kupp's ankle during the close-up view of that earlier video, but we can see as the Cardinals defender rolls up on him that it rotates his foot out to the side and puts pressure forward, which is going to force that tibia and fibula apart from each other, spraining the ligaments of the high ankle. They're not called that, but it's still a high ankle sprain. The solution in this case for Kupp's injury is what they refer to as a tightrope surgery. I'll link a video to this surgery over here. The video uses some pretty specific anatomical knowledge, but it is also a very cool visual to see how the bones are fixed back together. It's also not very gory or gruesome, which is great, because I don't love that. TLDR on the surgery video, the surgery is essentially placing ropes through drilled holes in the tibia and fibula to fix the two bones back together, essentially doing the same stabilizing force that the ligaments of the high ankle would do. The surgery has a recovery period of up to 6 or 8 weeks, which puts Kupp essentially out for the remainder of the season. He would potentially be eligible for weeks 17-18 according to math, but that even still isn't totally guaranteed when we are just going into week 11 and he's about to do his surgery. If you'd like some good news for today's video, which I know I could definitely use when we're talking about Cooper Kupp getting injured, it's that this injury should not be something that limits him moving forward. I mean, we've seen Kupp rehab and recover from an ACL surgery early on in his NFL career, and he was able to do what it took to get himself back up to full speed very effectively. One could even say that he knows what it takes to get himself back up to full Kupp. Like a full cup. Like his name is Kupp, but it's not spelled like a cup that you would drink from. But in this case, if we use the expression like a full cup, we're referencing both his name as well as the cup that has the difference. Something I've been wondering about is, should the Rams even bring him back for this season? I mean, my fiance is not going to want to hear this, but they're not exactly competing for another Super Bowl like they were last year. Playing kind of bad. If Kupp is slated to be out until at least week 17 or 18, it's probably best from the athlete's health perspective to just let him take the remainder of the season off and transition his rehab right into the off season. Yes, he's one of the best receivers in the league, and yes, he is basically the Rams' entire offense, but even exposing him to a mild re-injury risk if he's not 100% ready to go for the last couple weeks of a season where you're not really in contention for anything, I don't know. It just seems kind of unnecessary to me, and like it might not be the most forward-thinking move for the franchise. Again, I am a huge Cooper Kupp fan and love watching him play football. I think that he is one of the most talented and unselfish players in the entire league. I think he, as a receiver, opens up more for McVay's offense than maybe any other receiver in the league does for their team. He is fantastic. With that in mind, though, I wish him all the best for his recovery from surgery, and think that maybe it's best if we've seen the last of him on the NFL field for this 2022 NFL season. Possible he can make it back, but unless something changes and he's way ahead of schedule, or the Rams' fortunes change significantly over the next month or so, could be best to just let him recover and make sure that he's good to go, healthy for next year. Oh boy, I feel emotionally exhausted at this point. That was a lot. Football is a painful sport. It hurts the guys that play it. It hurts all the people that play it. We love it. I love this sport so much, but man, it hurts. It is brutal. It hurts me. It hurts you. But we just keep coming back. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate the support and hope you learned something new about high ankle sprains or know what to expect for Kupp's injury. If the video sparked any questions for you, drop them in the comments section below for me. I've been getting more comments from people, which is great. It's fun to get more communication back and forth. I do my best to respond within a day or two, so reach out and I look forward to chatting with you there. But most importantly though, guys, as always, move your body, have a laugh today, and I will see you at the next video.